Hello, good morning. My name is Paula. Welcome to our beautiful attitudes. Today we're going to talk about why do people go to church. It is Sunday morning and the sun is shining, and I was thinking, in a way, the place I grew up years ago on Sunday, you see only people with nice clothes find themselves to the church. And now in Europe, I'm living here, and I see it's a difference. And I think the reason that people goes to church in a certain country more than in other countries has to do with the culture and a lot of things. For example, a person that grew and live in a poor country or a country that has a lot of struggles, people find it very important to go to church to get some energy and power. In a richer country, where people has a lot of things they have to do. The jobs are sometimes too much hours. And for example, if you work in a shop, for example, the shops in the bigger cities are every day open, even on Sundays. So if you work in a shop, you can go to church on a Sunday because you don't have no time. And sometimes people work during the weeks, but then in the weekend they're so tired, they really want to just enjoy themselves, just come in, get in, just coming back on the energy level again, so that they could be able to start up for the Monday. So in that way, people are so glad that they are finally free and has no stress, and then they just want to enjoy being alone. So that is the reason I think that people go in some countries go more to church than in other countries. I'm going to tell you a few reasons why people go to church. One of the reasons is to be closer to God, to understand the learning of the religion, to understand what to do, what not to do, to get the highlights of the religion, to be, to be just up to date with all the things that the church is learning and you. So I think that's very important that people go to church for that. Another reason they go to church for is because it's a force of habit. They did this years, their parents did this, grandparents did this. It's a sort of tradition. And if everyone in your surrounding go to church, it's look strange if you don't go and you just stop this. Of course you can stop this, but it depends on where you live. And if you live in a small society, like a little group of people and they know each other very well, it's normal that you go to church as well. Then you're just a part of the society. Another reason is that people go to church to reload, to get new energy, to sometimes they have the whole week they're working and they have stress and have a lot of things going on, and people are always on their back about all kind of things. They have something you have to do. Going to church, you give you sometimes new energy, positive energy. You can be able to start the week again with peace of mind. Another reason people go to church is to network. People go to church to network because a lot of people in the certain churches, and if people know you and they know what you're doing, it's easily that they can recommend someone to you, to your business or whatever. And it's also good to get to know more people because we people like to be around people. So to network is a very good reason to go to church. Another reason is that people go to church to for charity things. They want to help the society, help the community. They want to help. And when you go to church, sometimes you can help people because a lot of people is doing this there. So that's also a good thing. People go to church to feel as one. For example, sometimes people are passing through a lot of things. That is, for example, they go to church for the consolations. For example, they're passing through a lot of things, and in some community, in the churches, they they form like a togetherness. And if you have a problem, you can tell the people your problem, and they can pray for you. The preacher can pray for you, and like sort of bless you and help you to deal with this problem. So that is also a very important thing that a lot of people go to church for. Another thing, people go to church to feel good, sing and pray and scream it out, like you see people clapping and very hard, yeah, and no one is saying what are you strange, because the more they clap and the more they show themselves, the more important of interesting they look. So people go to church to feel good and feel happy and just let it out. Another very important thing that I find is for the church very good is that you see people in the church has most times they go there with positive energy. When you go there with positive energy, you there's a lot of positive energy together. So that is like you see like a big thing of good leaving people with good impressions that give you more power. Also, their prayers and the things you do seems to comes out more. So the reason that people go together in the church is also to get that extra energy to be able to deal with the other things in their life. So going to church is a very nice thing. I hope this video inspired you, and I hope you have a very, very wonderful Sunday. Goodbye.